Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share with you a powerful truth. Your birthday tells you that you are chosen. Yes, chosen not by accident, not by coincidence, but by design. Let's take a moment to realize that the universe has its reasons for aligning you with the moment of your arrival. You didn't just happen. No, you were born on a day that speaks to something much larger than yourself. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, what does a birthday have to do with anything? But let me tell you this, there is so much more to your birthday than just a number on a calendar. You were born with a purpose, with an energy that the world desperately needs. That day you came into this world, the stars were aligned in a way that made you you. There's power in the rhythm of the universe, and each one of us carries that rhythm in our veins. The world was waiting for you to show up. Yes, it was waiting for your special gifts, your talents, your wisdom, your story. You are not just here to fill space. You are here to make an impact, to leave your mark. You are chosen. And that is the truth we often overlook when we get caught up in the noise of life. Think about this. Your birthday is a reminder that you were meant to stand out, not fit in. It's a blueprint for your greatness. The day you were born marks the beginning of your journey, and every moment since has been leading you toward this beautiful life that's uniquely yours. And every challenge, every obstacle, they are not here to break you. They are here to build you, to help you grow into the magnificent person you were meant to be. So today I invite you to recognize that you were born to be extraordinary. You have a gift to offer this world, and it's no accident that you're here at this time with this energy, this passion, and this purpose. Your birthday, it's a reminder that you are chosen. Now, let's take a moment to be thankful for this journey. Yes, be thankful for the struggles and the triumphs, for every step has brought you to this very moment. And as you look at your birth date, remember it's not just a number. It's a call to action. A call to rise up, to embrace your purpose, and to live a life that makes a difference. So step into your power, my friends. Your birth date tells the world that you are chosen, and now it's time for you to show the world why. There's a quiet yet undeniable power in the dates we are given. Our birth date in particular is more than just a marker of time. It's a symbol of our unique place in the world and the journey we are destined to take. It may seem like just a number, a simple point on a calendar, but when we truly reflect on it, we realize that it holds a deeper significance. Every year, every month, every day is filled with meaning, and the moment we were born is a part of a greater cosmic plan. Think about it for a moment. When you were born, the universe was in a specific state, the world was moving in its own rhythm, and you entered this world exactly when you were supposed to. It's as if the universe had been preparing for your arrival long before you took your first breath. You weren't born on just any day, you were born on that particular day, in that particular year, with the stars and the skies aligning to shape you into the person you are today. The day you were born is the beginning of your story, and everything that happens in your life, every experience, every challenge, every moment of growth is connected to that initial moment. The power of your birthday is in how it sets the stage for everything that follows. It's the first chapter of your life, the foundation upon which everything else is built. Every other date that follows in your life becomes a continuation of that first one, propelling you forward in your unique journey. There's a sense of meaning in the very fact that you exist. It's no accident that you're here. Your birth date is the point where you began to manifest in this world, and it's a constant reminder that you are here for a reason. The universe does not operate on randomness. It is deliberate and purposeful, and the date you were born holds a place in that grand design. When you look at your birth date, it's not just a reflection of the past, it's a key to understanding your present and future. It speaks to the qualities you have, the challenges you will face, and the person you are destined to become. It's a reminder that you carry something unique within you, something that the world needs. That date is a reminder that you are more than just an individual. You are part of a much larger story, a story that has been unfolding since the moment you were born. Your birth date tells you that you are connected to something greater. It speaks to your purpose and your place in the world, urging you to embrace the greatness within you. It's the first piece of evidence that you are not here by mistake, and that everything you are meant to do is written into the very fabric of the universe. Your birth date is a powerful message, a message that you are here to shine, to grow, to learn, and to change the world in your own special way. The universe has a way of aligning everything in our lives, often in ways we don't fully understand at the time. When you stop to think about it, there's something extraordinary about how all the pieces come together. The moment you were born, the universe set everything in motion, and as you journey through life, each experience, each encounter, and each challenge plays its part in a bigger unseen plan. Nothing happens by chance. Every event, every choice, every relationship is a thread in the intricate tapestry of your life that leads you toward your true purpose. When we look at our lives, we can often see patterns. We might not recognize them when they're happening, but in retrospect, we realize that things unfolded exactly as they needed to. At the right time, we meet the right people, we learn the lessons we need to learn, and we are given opportunities that seem to be just what we need at that moment. It's as though the universe has been guiding us all along, pushing us, nudging us toward the places we need to be. The energy of the universe works in ways we may never fully comprehend, but we can trust that it is always at play, moving us forward in ways that align with who we are meant to be. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of life and forget that the universe has a hand in shaping everything. Sometimes we question why things happen or wonder why we face certain struggles, but those challenges are part of the universe's design to help us grow and evolve. Every setback, every difficult moment, every twist and turn is preparing us for something greater. These experiences aren't just random, they are the universe's way of helping us find our true path, When we look back, we can often see how every struggle led us to a place of growth, transformation, or understanding that we wouldn't have reached otherwise. We may not always understand why we are where we are, but there's something deeply reassuring about knowing that the universe is always aligning things to help us become the person we are meant to be. The right opportunities come at the right time, even when we don't feel ready for them. The universe opens doors for us when we least expect it, revealing paths we didn't even know were possible. And even in moments of doubt or fear, we are reminded that we are exactly where we are supposed to be. What's truly amazing is that this alignment doesn't just happen for one person, it happens for everyone. The universe is not just aligning your life, it is aligning all of our lives in a way that brings us together, in a way that creates connections, synchronicities, and moments of shared purpose. When we embrace the idea that the universe is always aligning things for us, we can let go of control, trust in the process, and allow ourselves to flow with the current, knowing that we are being guided towards something wonderful. In the grand scheme of things, everything falls into place. Life is not about waiting for things to happen by accident. It's about recognizing that everything that happens is part of a bigger picture. The universe works in ways that we cannot always see. But if we trust in its alignment, we begin to see the patterns, the opportunities, and the purpose in our lives. When we live with this understanding, we start to feel more connected to the world around us, more in tune with the energy that flows through us and the universe. It becomes clear that everything, from the smallest moments to the grandest events, is part of a beautiful, intentional plan. There is a truth that lives within each of us, a truth that often gets buried beneath doubts, fears, and external pressures. That truth is simple yet profound. You are destined for greatness. From the moment you were born, the universe knew that you were here for something extraordinary. Your life is not meant to be ordinary or to simply pass by unnoticed. You are here to make an impact, to touch lives, and to create something that will leave a lasting imprint on this world. The very essence of who you are, the talents, the passions, the wisdom you carry, all point toward a destiny that is filled with purpose and power. At times, we may question our path, wondering if we are truly meant for something greater. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of everyday life and lose sight of the grand vision for our lives. But even in those moments of doubt, we must remember that the greatness within us is not something that fades or disappears. It is an inherent part of our being, one that waits patiently for us to recognize it, to step into it, and to own it. You are not here by mistake. Every experience, every challenge, every success, and every failure has been a part of shaping you into the person you are becoming. The world needs your gifts. It needs your voice, your ideas, your creativity, and your strength. It doesn't need a version of you that you think the world wants. It needs the real, authentic you, the one who dares to be different, the one who embraces their own uniqueness, and the one who steps forward even when the road ahead seems uncertain. The world needs the kind of greatness that you alone can provide. Destiny doesn't unfold in a straight line. It doesn't always make itself known right away. It can take time to recognize the path that we are meant to walk. But trust this, everything that has happened in your life up until now has been preparing you for the moment when you will step fully into your greatness. It is already within you. You may not feel ready. You may doubt whether you have what it takes, but greatness is not about perfection or timing. It's about stepping into the fullness of who you are, embracing your potential, and having the courage to move forward despite the uncertainty. It's easy to look at others and think that their greatness came to them effortlessly, that they were somehow chosen for this path while you were left behind. But the truth is, every great person has had to face their own battles, their own struggles, and their own doubts. What set them apart was not their lack of challenges, but their ability to persist through them, to learn from them, and to rise stronger. They embraced the greatness within them, even when the world tried to tell them they weren't enough. You have that same power within you. Sometimes greatness requires us to break through barriers that others have placed in front of us. It may require us to challenge societal norms, to question the beliefs we've been taught, and to push past fear and uncertainty. But these are not obstacles standing in our way. They are invitations to rise, to stand tall, and to claim our rightful place in the world. Your greatness is not just a destination, it's a journey. It's about showing up for yourself every single day and taking the next step, even when you can't see the whole staircase. There is a power in knowing that you are destined for greatness. It gives you the courage to face the challenges of life with strength and conviction, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to fulfilling the purpose you were born to achieve. So do not let fear or doubt hold you back. Recognize that you are here for a reason, that you are capable of achieving amazing things, and that your life is meant to shine brightly. The greatness you are destined for is not just about personal success, it's about making a difference in the lives of others, inspiring those around you to believe in their own potential and leaving the world better than you found it. Your destiny is not something that happens to you, it is something that you create step by step, moment by moment, choice by choice. When you trust in your greatness, when you own your power and potential, you step into a life filled with purpose, passion, and profound impact. You are destined for greatness, and the world is waiting for you to claim it. There comes a time in every person's life when they begin to feel a stirring, a quiet voice deep inside, calling them towards something greater. This is the moment of awakening to your calling. It's the moment when you realize that you are here for a purpose, that your life has meaning beyond the ordinary, and that there is something only you can contribute to the world. For some, this calling may have been there all along, lying dormant, waiting to be recognized. For others, it might be a revelation that comes out of nowhere, shaking you awake to the truth that you were born to do something incredible. Awakening to your calling is not just about finding a job or achieving success in the traditional sense. It's about discovering the essence of who you are and what you are truly meant to offer. It's the realization that your unique talents, your experiences, and your perspective are not just random, they are part of a larger plan. Every part of your journey, every twist and turn, every high and low has been shaping you for this moment. You are not here by accident. You are here because the world needs what you have to give. The process of awakening to your calling can be both exhilarating and intimidating. It often requires a shift in perspective, seeing beyond the surface of life to the deeper currents that guide us. It might involve stepping away from the things that no longer serve you, whether that's a job, a relationship, or a way of thinking that holds you back. To truly answer the call, you must be willing to let go of what is familiar and comfortable, even if it means stepping into the unknown. It's not always easy, but it is always worth it. This calling is not something that comes from external validation or societal expectations. It doesn't depend on titles, accolades, or other people's opinions. Your calling comes from within you, from the deepest part of your soul. And it is yours alone to discover. No one else can tell you what you are meant to do. Only you have the power to hear that inner voice, to recognize the passions that burn within you, and to step forward in the direction that feels true to your spirit. Often we resist this calling because it asks us to be more than we thought we could be. It challenges us to face our fears, to embrace our weaknesses, and to step into a future that feels uncertain. But the beauty of answering your calling is that it transforms you. As you take each step forward, you grow into the person you were always meant to become. The doubts and insecurities that once held you back fade away, and you begin to step into your full potential, trusting that you are being guided toward exactly what you need. Awakening to your calling means you begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles, and you find strength in places you never knew existed. It's a process of transformation, where you shed old layers of fear and limitation and embrace a new way of being, one that is more aligned with your true purpose. The world starts to feel different, more vibrant and full of possibility, because you are living in alignment with your soul's deepest desires. You begin to recognize the synchronicities in your life, the signs and moments that reaffirm that you are on the right path. When you awaken to your calling, you stop asking what's in it for me and start asking what can I give. The focus shifts from self-centered goals to a broader perspective that includes others. Your calling isn't just about achieving success or personal fulfillment. It's about using your unique gifts to serve others, to make a positive impact in the world, and to create change where it's needed most. There is a deep sense of satisfaction and peace that comes from knowing that you are living in alignment with something greater than yourself, something that will outlast your individual life and ripple through the lives of others. The process of awakening to your calling is not a one-time event, but an ongoing journey. There will be times when you feel unsure or lost, and that's okay. The path isn't always straight, and sometimes it's hard to see where it leads. But the key is to trust that the calling is still there, always guiding you, always waiting for you to come back to it. It's a lifelong process of discovery, growth, and evolution. Every step you take in answering the call brings you closer to living the life you are meant to live. Ultimately, awakening to your calling is about stepping into your true self, embracing your potential, and offering the world your unique gifts. It's a sacred journey of self-discovery that allows you to connect with something larger than yourself and to contribute to the greater good. When you answer the call, you not only transform your own life, but you help to transform the world around you. And in that, you find the deep sense of fulfillment and purpose that you were always meant to experience. There comes a time in every person's life when they feel the weight of expectations pressing down on them, the expectations of family, society, and even themselves. We grow up in a world that tells us who we should be, how we should act, and what success looks like. These external pressures shape the way we see ourselves, sometimes to the point where we begin to believe that we have to fit into a mold, follow a prescribed path, or live up to someone else's definition of success. But here's the truth: you are not meant to fit into a mold. You are meant to break it. Breaking the mold is about shedding the limitations that have been imposed on you and stepping into the fullness of who you are. It's about letting go of the idea that you have to follow a predefined path and instead creating your own. You are not here to live someone else's life or fulfill someone else's dream. You are here to live your own, to carve out a space in the world that reflects your true self. To break the mold is to embrace your uniqueness, to stand up for what you believe in, and to have the courage to follow the road that feels right to you, even when it goes against the grain. For so long, we have been taught to conform, to fit in, to seek approval and validation from others. From an early age, we are given a blueprint for how to live, a set of rules for how we should look, act, and succeed. We are told that there's a right way to live, a correct way to be, but what if there is no single path? What if the only right way is the one that comes from within you, the one that aligns with your passions, your values, and your authentic self? Breaking the mold requires courage. It asks you to challenge the status quo and to stand tall in your own truth. It means questioning what you've been told and daring to step outside of the lines. This isn't always easy. The world often rewards conformity, and it can be uncomfortable to stand out or to go against what is familiar. But the reality is the world needs you to be different. It needs your voice, your ideas, and your perspective. The things that make you unique are the very things that will allow you to make an impact, to create change, and to inspire others to do the same. When you break the mold, you give others permission to do the same. You show them that it's okay to be different, to think outside the box, and to challenge the norms. In a world that often tries to standardize and categorize us, those who dare to be different are the ones who spark innovation, create new possibilities, and lead the way for others to follow. By embracing your individuality, you not only change your own life, you change the lives of everyone who witnesses your courage. This process of breaking the mold doesn't always happen overnight. It's a journey that requires patience, self-reflection, and resilience. There will be moments of doubt, times when you question whether you're making the right choice or if the world will ever accept you for who you truly are. But the most important thing is to keep moving forward. Trust that your path is uniquely yours and that every step you take in breaking free from the mold brings you closer to the person you were always meant to be. And let's not forget that breaking the mold isn't just a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. Every time you make a decision that is true to your own heart, every time you choose authenticity over conformity, you break the mold a little more. It's about continuously evolving, growing, and daring to be yourself in a world that often encourages you to be someone else. As you step into your power, you inspire others to do the same. You show them that it's possible to live a life that is uniquely yours, one that is driven by your own purpose and vision, not the expectations of others. Breaking the mold is about freedom. It's about the freedom to live life on your own terms, to make choices that align with your deepest desires, and to create a life that is true to who you are. It's about realizing that the mold you've been trying to fit into was never meant for you, and that by breaking it, you are stepping into a life of infinite possibilities. You are not defined by the expectations of others. You are defined by the limitless potential that exists within you. When you break the mold, you free yourself to be the person you were always meant to be, and in doing so, you change the world around you. In a world that often encourages conformity, it can sometimes feel difficult to fully embrace the uniqueness that resides within each of us. We live in a society that sets standards, promotes certain ideals, and often measures the success based on how well we fit into those predefined boxes. Yet within every single person, there is a spark of individuality that is meant to be celebrated, not hidden. Embracing and celebrating your uniqueness is not only a powerful act of self-love, but it is also the key to living a life of fulfillment, joy, and purpose. Your uniqueness is not something to be ashamed of or hidden away. It is your gift to the world. It's what sets you apart and makes you irreplaceable. Each one of us has something special to offer, something that no one else can replicate, no matter how hard they try. It might be the way you think, the way you express yourself, or the way you approach challenges. It might be the talents and skills that come naturally to you, or the life experiences that have shaped you in ways that no one else could fully understand. Every little detail about who you are contributes to the extraordinary person you are meant to be. The journey of celebrating your uniqueness starts with accepting yourself fully. It's about recognizing that you are enough just as you are, flaws and all. You don't need to change or fit into someone else's mold to be worthy of love, respect, and success. The world often tells us to strive for perfection, but perfection is a construct. It's a moving target that changes depending on who you ask. Instead of chasing an elusive idea of perfection, focus on embracing the qualities that make you you. Those quirks, those traits, those dreams that seem too big or too different, those are the things that make you powerful. When you celebrate your uniqueness, you give yourself permission to stop comparing yourself to others. It's so easy to get caught in the trap of looking at someone else's success or appearance and feeling like we fall short. But comparison is a thief. It steals your joy, your confidence, and your energy. The truth is, no one else has your combination of strengths, experiences, and perspectives. What you bring to the table is irreplaceable. And no one else can do it the way you can. When you stop measuring yourself against others and start embracing your individuality, you step into a new level of confidence and self-assurance. Celebrating your uniqueness also means honoring your journey, even if it hasn't looked like everyone else's. We live in a world where success is often defined by external markers, titles, achievements, milestones, but the real measure of success is how true you've been to your own path. Your journey is yours alone, and it may take unexpected turns or not follow the timeline others might expect. That's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's beautiful. It's your story unfolding in a way that only you can experience. Each detour, each struggle, and each triumph is part of the mosaic that makes you who you are. When you celebrate your uniqueness, you honor the fact that you are walking your own path and not someone else's. When you fully embrace your uniqueness, you begin to inspire others to do the same. The courage it takes to stand in your truth, to wear your authenticity proudly, encourages others to step into their own light. Your journey of self-acceptance can be a beacon for others who are struggling with their own insecurities. When you celebrate who you are, you show others that they too can celebrate their individuality without fear of judgment or rejection. There's a ripple effect that happens when we start owning our true selves. It creates a space where others feel safe to do the same, and that collective celebration of uniqueness leads to a more compassionate, inclusive world. Additionally, embracing your individuality opens up endless possibilities. It allows you to pursue your passions with conviction, knowing that your unique perspective and talents are the foundation for your success. When you try to fit into someone else's idea of what your life should look like, you are limiting yourself. But when you embrace your own vision, you unlock your potential in ways you never thought possible. There's a power that comes with fully stepping into your truth. It's the power to create, to innovate, and to manifest the life that is aligned with who you truly are. Celebrating your uniqueness is also about understanding that there is no one-size-fits-all path to happiness. What brings joy to someone else might not be the same for you, and that's okay. Your joy comes from honoring your own needs, your own desires, and your own aspirations. It's about recognizing that your happiness doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It's the quiet confidence in knowing that what fulfills you is valid and it's worth pursuing wholeheartedly. There's a certain freedom in embracing your individuality. It allows you to shed the weight of other people's expectations, the need for external validation, and the fear of not measuring up. Instead, you live for yourself. You make choices that align with your true nature, not based on what you think others want or expect from you. And in that freedom, you find peace. You no longer feel the need to hide, to shrink, or to apologize for being exactly who you are. You are enough exactly as you are. Celebrating your uniqueness is about honoring the gift of life and the gift of life and the gift of yourself. You were born into this world with a purpose, with a set of qualities and characteristics that make you irreplaceable. When you celebrate your individuality, you align with that purpose and begin to live the life you were meant to live. Your uniqueness is your power, your gift, and your contribution to the world. By embracing it, you unlock the door to a life that is rich with possibility, purpose, and fulfillment. Purposeful living is not something that happens by accident. It's a deliberate, conscious choice to live a life that aligns with your deepest values, desires, and beliefs. It's about waking up each day with intention, knowing that your actions and decisions are rooted in a greater sense of meaning. Living with purpose is the key to a fulfilling life, one that transcends mere survival and goes beyond just getting through the day. It's about living with direction, feeling connected to something greater than yourself, and making choices that reflect who you truly are at your core. Living with purpose begins with understanding who you are. It requires taking the time to reflect on what truly matters to you, what lights you up, what makes you feel alive, and what drives you. Many of us go through life on autopilot, caught up in the demands of work, family, and society, and lose sight of what really matters to us individually. But when we take the time to pause, to connect with ourselves, we begin to uncover our passions, our strengths, and the things that bring us joy and fulfillment. Purposeful living starts with this self-awareness, the understanding that we are not here to simply exist, but to actively create and contribute to the world in a meaningful way. Purposeful living is also about aligning your actions with your values. It's easy to get caught up in external expectations or the pressure to meet societal standards, but living a life of purpose means following your own internal compass. It means making choices that are in harmony with your beliefs, even when it's not the most convenient or popular path. When you live according to your values, you create a life that feels authentic, meaningful, and true to who you are. You are not living for the approval of others, but for the satisfaction of knowing that you are doing what feels right for you. Another key aspect of purposeful living is the understanding that our time on this earth is limited. When we live with purpose, we are keenly aware of the preciousness of life and the need to make each moment count. We stop wasting time on things that don't bring us joy or fulfillment and start focusing on what truly matters. This doesn't mean that every moment has to be filled with intense productivity or achievement, but rather that we use our time mindfully, making choices that align with our vision for our lives. When we live purposefully, we can look back at our days, weeks, and years with a sense of fulfillment, knowing that we've spent our time doing what matters most to us. Purposeful living also means embracing challenges and growth. It's not about avoiding discomfort or difficulty, rather, it's about seeing challenges as opportunities for personal growth. Life will inevitably throw obstacles in our way, but when we live with purpose, we approach these challenges with resilience and determination. We know that each difficulty is a chance to learn, to grow stronger, and to move closer to our true calling. Purposeful living gives us the strength to face adversity with courage, knowing that our journey is leading us to something greater. When we live purposefully, we are not only focused on our own growth and fulfillment, but we also recognize the importance of contributing to the greater good. Purposeful living is deeply connected to how we impact others and the world around us. Whether it's through our work, our relationships, or the way we show up in the world, living with purpose means using our gifts to make a positive difference. It's about recognizing that our actions ripple out into the world, affecting others in ways we may never fully understand. When we live with purpose, we feel a deep sense of responsibility to leave the world better than we found it, whether that's through small acts of kindness or larger contributions to causes we care about. Living with purpose also involves cultivating a sense of gratitude and mindfulness. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of life, always chasing the next goal or waiting for the next big achievement. But purposeful living reminds us to slow down and appreciate the present moment. It teaches us to savor the simple joys, to find meaning in everyday experiences, and to express gratitude for the gifts we already have. When we practice gratitude, we create space for more of the good in our lives, allowing us to feel fulfilled and content with what we already have, rather than constantly seeking something outside ourselves. Purposeful living is not a destination, but a journey. It's a continuous process of aligning your actions with your values, embracing growth, contributing to the greater good, and living with intention every single day. It's about making choices that reflect your truest self and living in a way that feels authentic, fulfilling, and meaningful. The more we live with purpose, the more we realize that life is not about achieving some external measure of success, but about creating a life that feels deeply satisfying, true, and full of meaning. Ultimately, purposeful living gives us a sense of peace. It allows us to live in alignment with who we are, to feel connected to something greater, and to know that our life matters. When we live with purpose, we are no longer merely existing, we are truly living, fully present and engaged in the unfolding of our own unique story. Every day becomes an opportunity to move closer to the life we were meant to live, and every moment becomes an opportunity to make our lives count. At some point in every person's journey, doubt creeps in. It whispers in the quiet moments, questioning whether we are on the right path, whether we are capable, whether our dreams are too big or too unrealistic. Along with these doubts come obstacles, external and internal forces that seem designed to derail our progress, to make us question whether all the effort is worth it. Whether it's fear of failure, uncertainty about the future, or setbacks that feel insurmountable, facing doubts and obstacles is a universal experience. Yet it is precisely through overcoming these challenges that we discover our true strength and resilience. Doubt often arises when we step outside of our comfort zones, when we are about to take a leap into the unknown. The human mind has a natural tendency to seek security, to play it safe, and when faced with something unfamiliar, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We may question our abilities, wondering if we have what it takes to succeed. But the truth is, doubt is often a sign that we are on the verge of growth. When we challenge ourselves to move beyond our limitations, it's natural to feel uncertainty. But the key to overcoming doubt is to acknowledge it, to accept that it's a normal part of the process, and to keep moving forward anyway. It's the willingness to act despite fear and uncertainty that separates those who succeed from those who give up before they even try. In moments of doubt, it's important to focus on your why, the reason you started your journey in the first place. The passion or purpose that drives you can be the anchor you need when everything feels shaky. When you reconnect with your deeper sense of purpose, it can help you push past the doubt and remember why you are doing what you're doing. This is the power of vision, the ability to hold on to the bigger picture, even when the details seem unclear or daunting. It's easy to lose sight of our goals when we focus only on the obstacles in front of us, but remembering why we started can reignite our motivation and give us the strength to continue. Obstacles come in many forms. Some are external, like financial difficulties, unsupportive people, or unexpected circumstances. Others are internal, like limiting beliefs, fear of failure, or lack of confidence. Regardless of their nature, obstacles can feel paralyzing, especially when they seem to block the way to our dreams. But every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Each challenge, no matter how difficult, is a chance to learn, adapt, and become stronger. The key to overcoming obstacles is to shift our mindset from seeing them as barriers to seeing them as stepping stones. Instead of viewing a setback as the end of the road, we can choose to see it as a temporary detour, a challenge that will teach us something valuable and help us refine our approach. One of the biggest obstacles people face is the fear of failure. The thought of failing, of not measuring up, can stop us in our tracks. It's the fear of judgment, the fear of not being good enough, or the fear of disappointing others. But failure is not the end of the journey. It's often a necessary part of the process. Every successful person has faced failure at some point, and those who succeed are the ones who learn from it and keep going. Failure is simply feedback. It tells us what doesn't work and helps us adjust our approach. The most important thing is to keep going, to not let failure define us, and to understand that each misstep is just a lesson on the way to success. Another powerful tool in overcoming doubt and obstacles is the practice of perseverance. Persistence is the force that carries us through the difficult times, that pushes us to keep moving forward when it feels like progress is slow or when we face repeated setbacks. Perseverance requires resilience, the ability to bounce back after disappointment, to maintain a positive mindset even in the face of adversity. It's about refusing to give up, even when the road is tough and the results aren't immediate. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. And in the end, it is those who persist, who keep going despite the obstacles, who eventually reach their destination. Support from others can also play a significant role in overcoming doubts and obstacles. We often think we have to go it alone, but the truth is, we don't. Surrounding ourselves with people who believe in us, who encourage us, and who share our vision can make all the difference. When doubt creeps in, having a support system can help remind us of our strengths and potential. Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or colleagues, having people who lift us up can provide the motivation and perspective we need to keep going. In addition to support from others, self-compassion is another essential ingredient for overcoming doubts and obstacles. It's easy to be hard on ourselves when things don't go as planned, to beat ourselves up over mistakes or delays. But self-compassion allows us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, to recognize that we are doing the best we can, and that setbacks are a normal part of the journey. When we show ourselves compassion, we can recover more quickly from challenges and continue moving forward with a sense of grace and patience. Ultimately, overcoming doubts and obstacles is about developing a mindset that refuses to be defeated. It's about knowing that challenges are inevitable, but they don't have to define us. It's about trusting in our own ability to navigate life's hurdles, to learn from each experience, and to grow stronger with each setback. When we choose to face doubt and obstacles with courage, resilience, and determination, we empower ourselves to keep moving forward, knowing that each challenge we overcome brings us closer to our dreams. The road may not always be easy, but it is the journey itself that shapes us, strengthens us, and teaches us the most about who we are and what we are truly capable of achieving. Gratitude for the journey is about acknowledging and appreciating the process of life with all of its ups and downs, twists and turns, and moments of uncertainty. It's easy to focus solely on the destination, the end goal, the dream, the achievement. We live in a world that constantly pushes us toward the next thing, encouraging us to keep moving forward, to keep striving for success. But true fulfillment comes when we take a moment to pause and reflect on the journey itself, the experiences, the lessons, and the growth that happen along the way. When we choose to practice gratitude for the journey, we shift our focus from what we have yet to achieve to what we've already experienced. It's about looking back with appreciation for how far we've come and the wisdom we've gained along the way. The journey is not just about the destination, it's about the lessons learned, the people met, and the transformations that occur within us as we move through life. By being grateful for each step, we cultivate a deeper sense of appreciation for the richness of our lives, no matter where we are in our journey. There is power in looking back and realizing that every challenge we faced has prepared us for where we are today. The moments of doubt, fear, and struggle were not in vain, they were opportunities for growth. Gratitude for the journey means acknowledging that even in our darkest moments, there were lessons hidden beneath the surface, waiting for us to uncover them. These experiences have made us more compassionate, more understanding, and more capable of handling whatever comes next. Without these moments, we would not have developed the resilience that allows us to navigate future challenges with strength and confidence. At the same time, gratitude for the journey helps us recognize the small victories along the way. We tend to focus on big achievements, but often it's the small wins, the quiet moments of growth, the breakthroughs in understanding, the times we've overcome our own fears that make the biggest impact. These small moments are the foundation of our success. When we embrace gratitude for them, we start to see how much we've accomplished, how far we've come, even if it doesn't always feel like it in the moment. This gratitude also extends to the people we encounter along the way. The relationships we build, the support we receive, and the lessons we learn from others are an integral part of our journey. There are people who come into our lives at just the right moment, offering guidance, encouragement, and love. These connections, whether fleeting or lifelong, help shape our experiences and contribute to our growth. Gratitude for the journey involves recognizing and appreciating the people who have crossed our path, who have taught us something, or who have been there to share in our joy and struggles. Another important aspect of gratitude for the journey is recognizing the value of the present moment. Often we get caught up in the desire to achieve more, to reach the next milestone, and we forget to appreciate the present moment. We are constantly looking ahead, striving for the future that we fail to savor where we are right now. When we practice gratitude for the journey, we learn to enjoy the process, not just the end result. We begin to appreciate the small details, the little joys, and the quiet moments of peace that happen along the way. These moments are fleeting, but when we stop to acknowledge them, we deepen our connection to the present and allow ourselves to fully experience life. Ultimately, gratitude for the journey is about cultivating a deep appreciation for the experience of living itself. It's about recognizing that life is not just about achieving or accumulating, but about the people we meet, the lessons we learn, and the growth we experience along the way. The journey is where the magic happens, where we discover who we are and what we are truly capable of. When we embrace gratitude for every part of the journey, we begin to live with a sense of peace, contentment, and fulfillment, knowing that we are exactly where we are meant to be, and that every moment, every step is part of the beautiful unfolding of our life story. There comes a moment in everyone's life when they are called to step into their power, their true potential. It is a calling that comes from deep within, a quiet but firm whisper that urges you to rise above the limitations you've placed upon yourself and embrace the fullness of who you truly are. It's easy to ignore this call, to shy away from stepping into the fullness of your power, because doing so often means confronting the fears, doubts, and insecurities that have held you back for so long. But I invite you today to take that step, to trust in yourself and to embrace the greatness that lies within you. Stepping into your power is not about becoming someone else or adopting a new identity. It's about unearthing the person you've always been and allowing yourself to shine. It's about letting go of the stories you've been telling yourself about what you can and cannot do. For so long, we've been conditioned to believe that power is something external, something that we must earn or seek outside ourselves. But the truth is, power has always been within you. It is a part of who you are, and the only thing standing between you and your fullest expression is the belief that you are worthy and capable of embracing it. You are more than your past experiences, your mistakes, or your failures. These things do not define you, nor do they have the power to hold you back from stepping into your greatness. Yes, life can be challenging and we all face setbacks, but none of that takes away from the inherent power that lies within you. Every hardship, every obstacle has served a purpose to shape you, to strengthen you, and to help you become the person you are today. It has prepared you for this very moment when you are ready to claim your power and move forward with confidence. I know that stepping into your power can be intimidating. It requires vulnerability, courage, and the willingness to embrace uncertainty. It requires you to trust that the path ahead is meant for you, even if it's not yet clear. It's easy to stay in the comfort of what is familiar, to avoid taking risks or making bold decisions. But I encourage you to look within and realize that the life you've been dreaming of is waiting for you on the other side of that fear. The only thing holding you back is your willingness to believe in yourself and take that first step. You have the ability to create the life you desire, to build the future you've always dreamed of. But to do so, you must claim your power, own your worth, and stop waiting for external validation or permission. Your power is not something that can be given to you by someone else. It is already yours. It is in the choices you make, the actions you take, and the energy you bring to the world. When you choose to step into your power, you are choosing to live authentically, to be true to yourself, and to honor the gifts and talents that only you possess. When you step into your power, you also begin to realize the impact you have on others. The energy you carry, the way you show up in the world, has the ability to inspire and uplift those around you. You are not just living for yourself, you are living for the collective. When you are in your power, you lead by example. You show others what's possible, not by telling them, but by being the embodiment of your own potential. You give permission to others to do the same, to step into their own power, and to live with the same authenticity and confidence. As you move forward, you will encounter challenges and setbacks, but know that these are simply part of the process. They are not signs of failure, but opportunities for growth. Every obstacle is a lesson that will bring you closer to your true self. And every challenge is a chance to prove to yourself just how powerful you truly are. Stepping into your power doesn't mean that everything will be easy, but it means you will face life's challenges with strength, resilience, and unwavering confidence in your ability to overcome them. I invite you to take a deep breath and give yourself permission to step into your power. Recognize that you are worthy of all the success, happiness, and abundance that life has to offer. The world needs you to show up as your true, authentic self. You have unique gifts, talents, and perspectives that only you can offer. Now is the time to share those gifts with the world, to step boldly into the life that is waiting for you, and to live with the confidence that you are exactly where you are meant to be. No obstacle is too great, no challenge too daunting when you tap into your inner strength. You are more than capable of overcoming any doubts or setbacks, because you are not just living for yourself, but for the world around you. Your uniqueness, your light, your gifts are needed in this world now more than ever. When you step into your power, you show others what's possible, and in doing so, you inspire them to do the same. I invite you to move forward with courage, knowing that you have everything you need within you to create a life of fulfillment, success, and joy. The world is waiting for you to shine. Your time is now. Step into your power and watch as you transform your life and the world around you.